And we have a ready from Scooty. Let's go ahead and get these two counted down for game number 1 of Division 1A in Season 29. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. On the left is your reigning, defending, back classic Tetris League champion. And is rolling out of the United States with an NTSC PB of 12,409,000. Oh, did I mention he is the first person to have crashed NES Tetris. It is Blue Scooty. And on the right, you may be wondering why I'm reminding you all that Blue Scooty is the first person to crash a game. Well, there are other firsts in the Tetris community. On the right, we have a roller out of the United States. He has an NTSC PB of 2,302,000, but has the distinction of being the first player to ever roll over the game to get 1.6 million. Welcome in the host of the Any Tourney. It's Hydrant Dude. Blue Scooty's grandpa saying, is it cold where Hydrant Dude is? Yes, probably. Oh, Hydrant did roller. It was John. Right, it was John. Oh, yeah. Well, Hydrant Dude's in the lead right now. Hydrant 121, 87,000 for Blue Scooty. So both players will score the Tetris there. I'm not sure, and if I did, it had to have been on a death match or something. I'm not sure if I've ever gotten an opportunity to call a Hydrant Dude game before. This may be a first for me. So that's pretty cool. And Hydrant currently in the lead, but with a questionable board that he is working on burning down. Scooty, meanwhile, is waiting for this J, and it is not showing up. And it finally shows up, but oh boy, this is a little spicy for Scooty right now. And I don't think this is going to resolve cleanly. He tried it. He tried to get the spin. But that has allowed Hydrant to take a bit of a bigger lead here, 225 to 173. And Scooty has more lines to burn as well, so... He's got this juicy center well open up. Playing a elevated 6-3. We'll get the bar down. Column 7 for the Tetris. No buco for you. Yes. Wow. Scooty flexing that 5-tap to the left there. But I mean, these pieces are not working out for Scooty right now. Hydrant with a 3 Tetris lead. But if what I'm seeing on the left is any indication, that's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. Looks like that Hydrant's drought counter is broken. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Scooty's probably got all of the milestones on that Tetris milestone spreadsheet. And buco spin is one of them. I think it's a buco spin in comp. I don't think it's just a buco spin. $354 for Hydrant, $282 for Scooty. Scooty is ahead by 7 lines right now. That is not what you want to be ahead in. You want to be ahead and score. Hot tip. Want to get better at Tetris. Don't have a higher line count, have a higher score. Hydrant is doing just that. 95,000 points clear. And has 5 lines in hand. Could be a 100,000 plus point lead at the transition. Yes, the actual Scooty. Like the real Scooty. Like the YV Scooty. Ooh, bit of a mishap there for Hydrant dude. Didn't see what happened. Scooty will go in at 365. Feel like that would be a suffer pace for me. Scooty will work on getting this board down. 500,000 for Hydrant. 135,000 point lead at the transition. Scooty has the whale cut off. I have to open some stuff up. Meanwhile, Hydrant has this awkward center well and just closes it up. I'm trying to find a quick way out of it. We'll do so with the dirty Tetris. Trying to keep the efficiency and the pressure on. Scooty will answer back with a Tetris of his own. Ooh. I think Scooty either didn't see the tuck or misflipped the piece. I can't tell which. His reaction tells me that he didn't like what he did. But he gets a long bar, he's going to like this. There's the bar. There's a dirty Tetris. 100,000 point lead for Hydrant. He's got the devil score, 666. 539 for Scooty. Scooty setting up some potential tucks here. I'd love to just solve this with a square and not have to worry about trying to rotate. But this is why we can't have nice things. 783 for Hydrant. 609 for Scooty. Scooty is clean. Hydrant is clean. Tetris for Hydrant. Scooty with one as well. Oh, nice fits for Hydrant there. That was an adjustment. We'll get a Tetris there. Ryan says Scooty ends this game with 1.5. Seen crazier things. Bit of a complication for Hydrant, but it's getting cleaned up. Scooty waiting on a bar, but is going to go ahead and clean up this hole first. Well, this is starting to get dangerous for Scooty. We're 16 lines from transition. Certainly he can clean this up by then, but this pace is now 5 Tetrises in favor of Hydrant. And Scooty will go in at 827 to level 29. Hydrant's still 2 Tetrises away. This could be a 200,000 point lead at transition. Still waiting on a bar here. Oh, but that bar dependency is a little spooky. Is there no bar coming? No, he gets the Tetris into transition. Still has a bit of a lead over Scooty, but Scooty is starting to come online. As the levels get higher, Scooty just seems to get better. There's the max out for Scooty, 1,020,000. 1,082,000 for Hydrant Dude with a bit of a hang there with the J. But gets it cleaned up. But now this board is starting to get ugly. But Hydrant is just finding the right places to put these pieces. This is not an easy board to read. But finally, the misdrops is going to catch up to him. And Scooty comes from behind to take game number 1. Scooty probably going to be done there. No 1 point. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So we get our first level 19 start of the season. And already, kind of biting Hydrant there with the missed tuck. As we have the S start. Kingsman saying this song is a banger. Title is Lost in Space by Carl Casey of White Bat Audio. The errand thing going on for Hydrant. Forward climbing for Scooty, again gets far over for the Tetris. And another one, so no problem. Hydrant only back by less than 2 Tetrises here, despite that start that he had. He's going to score another one there. $139 for Scooty, $116 for Hydrant Dude. Transition to level 20 is at 140 lines. Like it is in a normal game. Just that there's no transitions before it. Bit of a complication here for Hydrant Dude. He's going to find a way to get this down. So far, so good, though. Oh, very nice pieces there. That's going to open up the hole. Gets the L. As board is looking nice and fine. 212 for Scooty, 151 for Hydrant. Tetris for both. Another Tetris for Hydrant. $84,000 point lead for Scooty, who's got a couple of tucks set up and no piece coming to tuck them. Gonna have to burn this board down another way, but finds the perfect pieces. Meanwhile, Hydrant is just about caught up. Was only back by 21,000 points. With about an even line count. And Scooty having to do some burns here because we are in a drought. Both players survive the drought, get Tetrises to cap it off. Still a close one. $399 for Scooty, $329 for Hydrant. Let's see a bit shenanigans on 19 speeds. At least not from Hydrant. Scooty might set one up. All right, we're getting pretty close to level 20 transition. It's not a speed increase. Players will continue playing at the speed through level 29 when it gets a little faster. Twice as fast, to be precise. We're still a ways off from that. And right now, this has been a pretty close 19. Just about at what would be the canonical level 19 transition, and Scooty's got 593, 526 for Hydrant. So about a 2.5 Tetris lead for Scooty. Scooty with another Tetris. We have transition to the cooler colors of level 20. Hydrant with 2 long bar dependencies. Gets the left one filled in. Should be fine. Scooty. Very clean board. Tetris for both. It's been a much stronger game for Scooty this time around. Had a bit of a low transition in game number 1. Obviously was able to overcome that to take the game, but this game, he's been firing on all cylinders, and since level 19 ended, Scooty has taken a nearly 100,000 point lead here in pace. It is 89,000 points. Another Tetris for Scooty. There's one for Hydrant. Hydrant deploying the Aki bar, ready for another one for a Tetris. Getting a little droughted here. Scooty had to plug the well and is kind of scrambling at the top of the board, but it's allowing Hydrant to get back into this game. It's 1 Tetris. Scooty can't find a bar when he needs it. Finally gets one over for the Tetris. 918 to level 26. Adds a Tetris after getting there. It's 936 for Hydrant Dude at the same point. So Hydrant with the pace lead. Still back in real time, but not by much. There's the max out for Scooty. There's the max for Hydrant. Both players running into a little bit of traffic. Hydrant lower on the board is going to be able to take care of it first. He's got the right side open. Big drought coming in at the wrong time. Scooty has 8 lines to get this cleaned up. We'll do so. Has the right side open, just needs the bar. We'll get the bar. We'll go in at 1,044,000. Adds a Tetris immediately. Let's see what Hydrant can do to close out 28. Scooty set up. We'll get the Tetris. Gonna have to get a 5-tap there, but he does. 1,095,000 for Hydrant. Scooty Tetris is to 1,161,000. It's just exploded here on 29. Hydrant not getting very favorable pieces to get set up, but Scooty also with a hole in the stack. You have to spend some time digging that out. Tetris for Scooty. Didn't take him long. Hydrant just content to burn this down, I think. But he has now fallen back by 164,000. However, Scooty's got a bit of a situation on his board. He's about a third of the way up. But does find a long bar to help bring this down, but still a ways off from starting to score again. Hydrant's at the bottom of the board, back by 4 Tetrises. Scooty not finding the right pieces. Does get a piece over, though. Oh, and starting to make some sacrifices to try to stay alive. And that's not going to work. Scooty going to try to get something over, but couldn't find a piece. He's going to be done at 1,337,000. Hydrant, you're in a chase down. You need 1,338,000. That is D as a David 38. Or maybe D as in dog. 1 Tetris away. Could line it out. And that does seem to be the order of the day. And there it is. Hydrant is good. And once again, we have ourselves a match. It's 1-1. 1,352,000 will be the final from Hydrant. 3. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris, and someone's drunk in public. But they are now following the channels, so you've made a wise decision while being drunk. Kingsman has hit the exclamation point Matcherino button. I think we have something like 35 contribution codes left. So if you haven't claimed your contribution code, go ahead and do it. It's easy. Click on that link, sign in, and click the button to do so, just like we had happen just now. Thank you very much to is that the king? I think that's the king. That is the king. Kingsman! Took this long to drop a quarter into the prize pool. That puts our prize pool at $34. The prize pool, of course, goes to the top 4 players in the playoffs in Division 1 at the end of the season. If you want to give these players something to play for, that Matcherino link is the best way to do it. Oh, CTWC Kingsman is a different jabroni? Okay. Bit of a drought here coming in, but both players able to survive it just fine. Tetris for Hydrant. It's a close game, 152 for Scooty, 149 for Hydrant. As things are looking pretty smooth so far. Scooty playing a column 3 here, as we'll get that Tetris. And another one right down the pipe. Oh, that's a bit of a hang there for Hydrant. Does get the double tap in. But couldn't get that one. Although, to be fair, that one is frame perfect. Not the easiest thing to pull off. So we're seeing another drought come in. But Scooty will survive it. We'll get a couple of Tetrises on the backside of that. 273 for Scooty. 250 for Hydrant, who's running into a bit of traffic through this drought. Does get the right side open. Scooty with another Tetris. Hydrant has the right side open, gets the bar. We'll score the Tetris. This game about as tense as the music right now. Oh, that's not a Vitz? And oh, wow. Okay. That was close for Hydrant. Gets the bar down the right side for a Tetris, but we were a couple bad pieces away from this being 2-1. Huge save there for Hydrant. But this does mean that Scooty will take a lead, 399 to 328. As we're getting a bit of a slideshow on Hydrant's side. Scooty obviously keep playing here. $470 for Scooty, $334 for Hydrant, back by 9 lines, but most of that probably due to this slideshow issue we've got going on. I'm gonna try something. See if that works. No, we're still getting the slideshow. If I had to guess, something came up on Hydrant's computer that stole the focus away from NTC. Probably what it is. Tetris for Scooty into level 19, 563. This is going to be a huge lead. Because Hydrant's got other things to worry about than Tetris being a slideshow. He's going to go in at 434. Yeah, you might want to set up Nestress champs for your match coming up there, Mr. Chef. If you don't have it set up, that will make Kingsman very unhappy. All right, everything's fine on Hydrant's computer now. 581 for Scooty, 485 for Hydrant. Another Tetris for both players. Scooty sporting about a 3 Tetris lead. Oh, there's a Vitz. Delayed Vitz on 20 for Hydrant. We'll score that Tetris, but it's going to have to find a way to dig this out. And we'll get the right pieces. And should be back in business here. Tetris for Scooty. Scooty is 3 Tetrises ahead in lines. Tetris for Hydrant, 746 Scooty, 599 Hydrant. Lead seems pretty big. It's not as big as it looks, though. Leads in the rearview mirror are bigger, are not as big as they appear. They appear bigger than they are, yeah. Another Tetris for both players. Pace lead is about 3.5 Tetrises in favor of Scooty, so about 105,000 points. Scooty's board climbing here with holes in the stack. We'll get the bar over for the Tetrises. Now I'm going to work on trying to take this from above. Get some good pieces there. Gonna have to burn out a couple more, but he's fine. And he's got the pace to do that, too. Oh, he doesn't have the pace to do that. That's going to be awkward. So Hydrant with an opportunity to try to get some points back here right before we hit the good old kill screen. Scooty, though, gonna just go efficient by getting that column 3 Tetris. Let's see what he chooses to do before the level 29 transition. He'll stay in column 3. Hydrant getting up high here, needs a bar for the right. We'll get the bar for the Tetris. Scooty has the max out on the board and is ready for one final Tetris into 29 and is not gonna wait. And going at 1,058,000, another Tetris. Hydrant still has 1 Tetris remaining. He's going to have a comparable score to Scooty. Oh, but that's a problem for Hydrant. Hydrant needs a bar. Gets the bar over for the triple. It's going to keep his board alive for now. Scooty, a couple holes in the stack. It's those twin dependencies rolling. Very slight lead for Scooty right now. Gets a Tetris to extend it to 78,000. Hydrant's board is climbing, and this is not looking good. Couldn't get the piece. No J showing up for Hydrant. And Scooty takes a 2-1 lead. Oh, like a nasty board for Scooty, too. See the hang of the J on the left. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Well, thanks to Ben Squirrely for not only showing us the link, but using it and dropping that quarter in. Puts us up to $34.25. The season is young, as they say. This will be open all season long throughout the playoffs, maybe even a couple days after the playoffs, who knows. So I've got our second 19 start of the match. It's kind of crazy because that was the first 19 match was one of Scooty's better games of the set so far, up until the 29 speed where Hydrant Dude ended up performing a chase down. There's the Tetris for Scooty. Scooty getting up high with that drought counter ticking. Bar shows up after he opens it up. And will get the Tetris, as does Hydrant. Very small lead for Hydrant Dude, 10,000 points. Scooty gonna send the swell back over to the right side where it belongs. Tetris for Hydrant, but now Hydrant going through some issues as Scooty's scoring points. Hydrant says, T-spin? What T-spin? As he just burns it away. Oh, I like that tuck. It's going to go column 8 here because the piece is kind of demanded. Gets the bar. We'll get the Tetris. Scooty, 37,000 point lead at 80 lines. Makes a long bar dependency there. But trust the bar will come. And he does get it. Both players' boards looking nice and clean here. Look, the score is 375 for Scooty, 357 for Hydrant. We're at the 100-line turn. Boy, does it go fast when you start on 19. Hydrant Dude with some delayed tucks. We'll get them all done. Now missing an L here. But does get that down. Tetris for Scooty. There's one for Hydrant. And another one. 16,000 point lead for Scooty. Another drought coming in. Oh, this is a little dangerous here for Hydrant, but does get the bar right after opening it up, so he'll be fine. Had to choose which J dependency to solve there, but now has multiple long bar dependencies on the board. Tetris for Scooty. And I look back at Hydrant's board, and he had it cleaned up, but then parity was messed up, and this happened. He gets it cleaned up quickly. Another Tetris. Lead has grown to 56,000 points. We are in level 20. Oh, missed 5-tap there for Hydrant. We don't see his face, but there was definitely some body language when that got missed. The Hydrant's just doing a really excellent job of making sure that these issues... Wow, okay, that was a really nice adjustment from Hydrant. Tetris for Scooty has a 100,000 point lead. They're on level 21. Yeah, that flip of the Z for the overhang. That is not an adjustment I would ever see. Tetris for Hydrant. 101,000 point lead for Scooty. And another drought coming in. It's a pretty short one, though. Tetris for Hydrant. Tetris for Scooty. Level 24. Halfway through this level rush. I like that T flat there for Hydrant. Gets that bar for the Tetris. Scooty. Bit of a parity issue, but getting good pieces so far and makes it nice with that tuck. That was very good. And now his board's looking nice and good. And there's the max out into 26 for Scooty. Hydrant with a tuck follows it with the Tetris. Tetris for Scooty. He's got 1.1 on level 27. And there's 4 Tetrises left. There's one. This could be high 1.2. Hydrant will get the max on 27. Oh, that square is going to try to throw a wrench into the works, but Scooty cleans it up quickly. No longer a high 1.2, but this board is kind of needs a long bar, and one is not coming. Oh my, Scooty. This drought entering transition has really hurt Scooty here, but he opens up the right side, closes it back down, opens it up again, gets the bar for the Tetris. 1,253,000 for Scooty, 1,183,000 for Hydrant. Scooty set up again, but has to take some burns here. Again, another drought coming in. This is a dry post. And Hydrant's actually coming back here. 69,000 points down. Scooty's board is climbing. Tetris for Hydrant. Oh, but Hydrant now getting into trouble. Hydrant has to clean this up. Is going to be able to get things into a workable position. Scooty is set up for a Tetris. Gets the bar for the Tetris. 1,368,000. Hydrant at 1,255,000. Oh, misses the flip on the long bar. Is going to top out here. And Scooty is going to take the set 3-1. GG. Hydrant putting up a fight. Racing very impressive for both. Yes, indeed. Scooty is making a statement here. Remember me? The back 4-back CTL champion? Here's what I can do. That's not 2.2 million. Okay, game. Okay, game. He doesn't have line cap on either. But it will be a 1.7. Oh, isn't it like 1.8 now? Gets that bar over. Okay, that's the correct score. 1,938,000. Well, it's... Oh, God. Masters Champs can't figure out what's going on. It's so confused. He's at 2 million, not 3 million. Oh, it's going to top out at 2 million. Level 42, but I think level 42, but that's your winner. He's sideways, as he always is on the scene. Yeah, 3 million. I mean, you had 2.2 into 29. Like, hey, you're 39 rather. But that's okay. We had someone with a 1.1 was around for the prior stream. You know, the drought counter was a thing featured heavily in the first match of the day. Inexplicably excited about the fact that CTL is back. I don't know. I kind of like miss when it's during the playoffs and I don't have my normal Sunday show. But the cool thing about it is that I get some time off, right? Like, I get my Sunday nights to myself for like a few weeks. It's pretty nice. And then you get back into it and you're just excited for more Tetris. And that's what we got here. And we got Alex in the lead, 166 to 158. Alex will bang down another Tetris and does have another 5 lines to work with. Nice double tech there for Alex. Yeah, Cole pointing out the run up to CTWC starts now. I'm actually surprised we didn't end up with 3 divisions again. That happened last year around this time. But we do have some, let's say, irregulars coming back. We haven't seen Dangler in a while, so it's going to be nice to see him play. This budget brand. I think you do a little better than budget brand. Keep telling you keep saying that you're doing your best, but your best is pretty damn good. Dangler was on the milk carton. Well, not anymore. He's back. 305 for Alex, 252 for Wafi halfway through level 18. Starting out with some fairly decent pace here. Yeah, it's kind of weird because I literally have to spend like 6 hours of my birthday driving. So I'm going to be celebrating the day before. Absolutely. Get your CTWC plans finalized. It's going to be a good time. A little bit of drought coming in here, but the bar will show up for the Tetris. A little bit of a misdrop there with the T for Alex. He's not going to be able to get the right piece to try the J insertion, as I like to call it. Form of a spin tuck. That's going to allow Wafi to take the lead here, at least the real-time lead, at 393 to 387. Got your tickets a couple days ago. Awesome. I wouldn't imagine if Arbaro wasn't there. Like that's kind of like a requirement to have Arbaro there. But I'm very much looking forward to meeting Adam. I'll get to meet Colin for the second time. If Gilded goes, that'll be a first-time meetup. Hotels are looking like the biggest thing. Yeah, that's the only problem with the area. I'm in Hotel Dena. Simply because when they put out the hotel blocks, the deal wasn't as good as what I was able to get at Dena. And it's a closer hotel anyway. Like, not that much closer. Like, they're both walking distance, but... Tetris for Alex, 512. Wafi at 501. We're about to hit level 19 here in our first game. Yes, Colin is going. He wants to go to one CTWC, and that's the one. I think he confirmed it, too, the last time I talked to him on the Worst channel. I don't know if he's going to be doing anything there. Like, I don't know. I don't think he's going to, like, qualify or anything. But Just having Colin there is going to be cool. We're at level 19. Tetris for Alex, 586, 558 for Guafi into 20. God, what's level 20 like? Oof. That's what I feel like after today's set. Oh, that misdrop there for Guafi is going to cause some burning high up on the board. Leaves a long bar dependency. Are we going to get the bar? Yes, we are. And there's a dirty Tetris for Guafi, too. Very clean solve there for Guafi. Whereas myself and probably 75% of chat would be topped out by now. Guafi able to not only get out of it, but get out of it with efficiency as well. Another drought coming in. Guafi managing it fairly well. Alex pretty low on the board. This drought is getting up there. Oh no. Alex's board kind of breaking down. We are reaching 49 pieces. Oh my god. Welcome back to CTL, everyone. Jeez. Both players, so look at this. Alex managed it just fine. Guafi managed it just fine. 774 for Alex, 721 for Guafi. Yeah, right where we left off, you know? Wouldn't be CTL if we didn't have massive droughts. Another Tetris for Guafi. Alex with that double flip on the tee. That is my most common double flip right there. But Alex is going to burn that out fairly quickly. And it's going to maintain the lead into 26, 273. Another Tetris for Guafi. 873, 854 for Guafi. Alex flips the tee, yes. Alex flipping tee. Yeah, nods his head. Shoutouts to O, who we'll be seeing later. Well, we're approaching level 28, and therefore level 29, formerly known as the kill screen, although I still call it that. And we're approaching it with another drought. We're approaching it with another 40-piece drought. But the bar does come, and Guafi will go in 950. But this board is pretty high up. Needs to get a 5-tap left here. Alex about to go in as well. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't think he can get anything over that. That's going to be it. Alex going to take game number 1. Rough drought on 28. Alex was able to, well, kind of manage it. But then there's another drought on 29. Then he gets the Tetris. Uh-oh, Ricky. Let's go ahead and get counted down for game number 2. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And while they're doing that, I've got something that I need to do. I'm going to click on this link here. All right. Okay, I clicked on that link. Let me log in. Really? You can log in with your Supercell ID? Okay, let me now log in with the correct account. And I'm going to hit this claim code button. That's going to do something in the lower left corner of your screen. You're going to see it in a moment. There it is, 25 cents redeemed. We're up to $33.50. You can do that too, provided you're one of the next 36 people to do so. And just by clicking that button, it's like donating a straight up quarter to the prize pool, which is good $12.50 that we can get for free. But we need people to click on those codes. So if you haven't done that yet for season 29, and it's day 1, probably very few of you have, click that link, go to Matcherino, hit the contribute button. While you're there, maybe contribute a few bucks too. Get these players rewarded for the amazing Tetris that they're putting on every season. Right now, it is a full line lead for Alex T, both in lines and score. 3 is just learning about edit transform on OBS. Somebody needs to teach Grand Designs that. I mean, I don't mean to call out my partner in crime over on CTW, but man, it's uh-oh. This isn't good.